Hey guys, so I just recently moved into my new apartment. One thing that I was trying to do for a while is make sure that I am self-sufficient. So what I did, I just moved in, still moving in, still unpacking, but I did start probably the second or third day that I moved in a vegetable garden indoors. This was in January, I believe. So I just want to go through the different plants that I have here. These are flowering plants. I could not tell you what they were. They're just going to bloom and they're going to be very tall. I believe they're zinnias, okay? So there's a whole crop of these, and these were grown in January, February. This plant right here is parsley. This parsley is about a month and a half old. I didn't get as many as I would have liked, but I would like to replant these eventually so they can get larger and I can use them more. So I did put this covering over them, hopefully so they grow faster. I was just thinking that the heat will concentrate in this area here. Here are scallions that I've been growing. So I would just like to tell you a little bit of story about my scallions. I actually bought them from the store. I was about to throw them out and I saw that they have roots. So I'm like, you know what, let me just plant them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things of scallions growing. So the next we're going to see is cayenne peppers. And here are cayenne peppers. I did replant them, so there's only a few per box. Eventually I would like to take them outside. Right now the weather is not the best. It is March. It's been very sunny and the weather has been fluctuating, so I'm going to wait just a little more before I take them outside. This is a tomato plant. I have tons and tons and tons of tomato plants. They are growing very, very, very well. I continue to separate them so they can grow taller. I do want them to have space. All right, next we're going to go to dill. Dill, I really don't know much what to do with it, but I'm going to use it for something. I do need to water these plants today, so they're a little droopy, but here's my dill growing. And then we're going to move on to basil. I didn't do very well with basil this time, but here it is growing. Not as many as I would have liked. And here's right here a plant that I got from my grandmother's house. We're renovating it currently. So the plant is actually at my house, and I did take part of the root to see if I can have it grow on my own. Now here is the plant right here. It is absolutely gorgeous. They hang and hang and hang and hang. And this plant's probably about 50 years old or more. Maybe 50, 40 years old. So I have that. Here are more tomato plants. Here is sage, I believe. I would like to eventually take the plastic out and then have it just overflowing. Here is cilantro. I made bread today. I should have put some of the cilantro in there, but I would definitely like this to grow a little more. So it looks like I'm due for another watering. Here's some more sage, and here is celery. I'm actually super proud of my celery because what I did was actually I had celery in the house, and I was about to throw it away, and I'm like, you know what? I think I can grow this. So I put it on the table, had it growing for a while, and I'm like, is it growing? Is it growing? And then I saw the centers pull out. So it was super exciting. I'm proud of my celery. I'm going to continue to grow celery. Now this is lettuce. Yes, it's starting to grow. Thank God. All right, so here's lettuce. Actually cabbage. So I have a few heads of cabbage. I'm like, can I do the same thing with this? I didn't know how to do it. I didn't look it up. But I just planted it, threw it in here. It is growing. I see roots actually at the bottom. I just checked, so that's exciting. Now, right here, I'm growing brand new peppers. My mother gave me peppers, and inside the peppers were seeds, so I'm growing them. But of course, everything looks dry, so I am due for another watering. So guys, I am starting my own indoor garden with spices and vegetables. Hopefully everything will be successful. And my containers here, I'm trying to not waste so much. So I use containers of milk jars, milk containers, juice containers. You know, I started things in little sandwich bags. I felt bad just throwing all these sandwich bags away. So I'm trying to reuse things. This is a rotisserie container. Pringles containers are perfect because they're nice and tall, so your roots can actually grow really long underneath. So I'm trying to just not waste so much. And this is a jar from some masala or tikka masala. But I'm trying to just reuse. I get mushroom containers I use. They're nice and deep. If I get any boxes from the store, I'll line them with newspaper and plastic so that I'm not just throwing everything out without using it more than one time. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll try to give you guys updates.